What's up, guys? Professor Dimitrios from DMBJJ with Craig, and we know you guys are here for technique, so we're going to try to get right to it. These are some of the moves that we did this week in class, and please let us know in the comments what you guys think. So for starters, we're on bottom of side control. Now, nothing is ever going to replace, recovering guard, getting back to your knees. Those are the fundamental ones. You need to be doing those, but sometimes you can pull off the little trick moves, and what really sets off the alert for me is if he cradles my leg. So if he happens to grab my leg right here, this is a great opportunity for me to begin to attack him and possibly recover or submit my partner. How would I do that? Number one, I would grab this wrist, okay? And now I'm gonna give him a little bit of an extension here, kind of pull him down to bring Craig lower, okay? Now I wanna go back to my frame and I wanna throw this leg over the top, real simple stuff, and then lock myself in to my triangle. Now from here, steady squeeze and finish. If you can pull this, sometimes that works as well. But sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes he has his hand not in the cradle, but somewhere in this area by my hip or underneath. If he's too underneath, like under my shoulder, don't do this move. But if he's a little higher up and you feel that his hand is back, this could be a good opportunity for you to reach and grab the wrist. Now, once you get wrist control, the opening lies that way. So if someone wants to remove his hand, he's gonna have to try and pull the arm back. Now that gives me a chance to fill in the bicep area with my knee, and then I like to double up. So I like to go here, boom. And sometimes what I can do here is I can extend my partner, and maybe I can use the back foot to sort of trap his arm. You guys see what I'm doing right there? If you can't get that, it's not the end of the world, but if you can, it's a nice trap, and it gives me a second to come back to the top. Now, once I'm here, I don't need that trap anymore. Lock things up, squeeze, get the finish. Once again, so we're here. He kind of tries to remove this. Boom, as he does that, I fill in, grab, extend, see if I can get my foot inside his arm. If I can do that, gives me that time to come up, lock and finish. Now sometimes from here, if my knee is too high up and my foot is too far down, he can turn his head a little bit and really creates more of just a pressure on his spine. It's not the choke that I want. For me to get the choke, I want him to be, come up this way, up here, foot higher than the knee. That gives me a nice bite on his neck. But if it's the opposite way, which sometimes it just is, then I can still lock, but I have to do something else. One of my favorites is the Americana. So I take my forearm, I make contact with his arm, and I pull his elbow down a little bit. Now I kind of wait, I kind of squeeze, bug him a little, and if he tries to take this arm out, I catch it, boom. And then I grab my Americana. Gluing the elbow to my chest, I push back a little, and I go slow, guys, because there's not a lot of give here. One more time. So we're here, lock, pull this down, he comes around, catch, glue, and finish. But what if we're here and he does not take his arm out? Now I'm going to go for something I like to call the Double Kimura position. So from here, I take my hand, this is a big one, I go under his hip. Now because his arm is stuck between my head and his hip, and his head is also stuck under my leg, I can kind of make him roll this way, but I need a little help. That comes from my right foot. Bop, put it on the ground. Now this goes over here, and immediately I go back to my Kimura trap. Now sometimes here they lock their hands together. If that happens, no big deal. We got plans for everything, right? But the first one is going to be if I can create a separation and push this down, that's going to Kimura the far arm. So I use my leg, I kind of hook this way, and I push this way. First Kimura. Second Kimura is if I try to do that and he hides his hand in a place where I can't push it that way. Well, now nothing's saving this. So I go 1, 2, I post on my elbow, I come up. Now watch the transition. My knee goes to the ground, my elbow goes to this side, and I switch my base, okay? And if you guys come around this way, you'll see that with this position already intact, he cannot sit up any further. My leg is pinning his head, and I give him a turn. One more time. So we're here. If I see the opportunity, especially if he's doing this, okay, this is a great chance for me to do the Kimura on the far side. If he hides the hand or feels it coming, come back here, shoulder, knee, elbow, turn, and finish, okay? And the final one, let's go back to our bottom position here. Final one's my favorite one. This is a triangle, game changer triangle from the top once I roll it. So we're here, okay? I grab, I set things up. Boom, little frame here over the top. He's not taking the arm out. Scoop, nice and tight, okay? Foot on the ground, turn, and get here. Now, from this position, I used to try this a lot and I had a lot of trouble getting deep. What I really want is I want my hip or pelvic area to get right in the neck. So I take this hand, I go inside and grab here. Super powerful. This is if he doesn't let go of anything. Now I stretch my leg, fold it back, and squeeze. And you get a super tight triangle. Don't do a 10 from 1 to 10 for like 3 seconds and let go. Do a 7 for like 10 seconds or 8 or 15 seconds. Then bring that to an 8. You're gonna get the tap. Okay, so one more time. Once he lands, I lock. I'm trying the other things. It's not working. Can't get him to go. Hand goes in. Now watch. If you want more depth, stretch your hip and almost place your toes on the mat. So here, boom. Now I fold, lock, come back, and finish. Okay? Super powerful way to finish opponents. And there's quite a few moves in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to our channel, leave us a like, and don't forget to comment. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you soon on the next one.